Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and I am now continuing my tour of the South Shore of the Great Lakes, and I am here in the town of Port Huron, Michigan, which is at the very southern tip of Lake Huron, and I will be driving all along the shoreline of Lake Huron all the way up to Sault Ste. Marie, where Sault Ste. Marie, where Lake Huron meets up with Lake Superior, and then I'll be continuing along the south shore of Lake Superior. And I'm going to be stopping at various points from here, Port Huron, going north along the shore and taking some video of some things to see along the way. So first, let me show you this light ship, which is something I have never heard of, but apparently some places where they don't have lighthouses or it's not practical to build one, they have the light fixtures on ships that patrol the shores. So let me show you what this looks like, and then I'm going to show you Lake Huron at that southern tip point. They're giving an onboard tour to a group of children here. The ship is called the Huron. I think that's just the name of the ship. And I'm not going to go inside, especially with all these kids here. But let me show you what this ship looks like. This is the St. Clair River, which goes from Detroit to right here, the city of Port Huron. And just past the bridge, that is where Lake Huron starts. Right there, where you can't see anything past it but a boat. So this is the front end of the light ship, and the light fixture is way on top there. It's much smaller than on a regular lighthouse, of course. I'm not sure if this is the front or the back of the ship, but you can see the light fixture better from here. They call that some kind of cage there, I think. A bird cage or something like that. You can see it's got like a double light fixture, I guess it is. That's the ship that just came by the light ship. And that's the one that was blowing their horn at me. They nicknamed this the Blue River. And it is sort of a dark bluish color. This tells about the river, and it is flowing south. And this is a nice map that shows the direction of the water flow from Lake Michigan. Goes up and it flows down into Huron, into Lake Erie, Lake Ontario, and then the St. Lawrence River going out to the ocean. And that is an international bridge. So this is all Canada over here. Just past the international bridge is this little park called the International Flag Plaza, and you can see the US and Canadian flags here. And wonder who this is. It's the Blue Water Maiden. And it claims to be a fountain. I don't see any water. There's just this big rock and the statue. It's not even a mermaid. It's just a naked lady with a feature you don't see on mermaids. Well, my next stop is at a lighthouse. It's supposed to be just a couple of miles down the road here. And there's the open water of Lake Huron. This is the Fort Gratiot lighthouse. And they do let you climb the stairs to go up to the top. I do see somebody up there. Here's some of the fort buildings. And they have somewhat of a beach here. They do have the gate open to get down to it. This is actually some pretty nice sand. Although, right at the shoreline, it's rocks. And there's somebody out a little ways into the water, walking right along the rocks. And you can get to the beach further down there as well. See, there's some people. And the lighthouse here facing the water has a window. And they also have a museum here if you really want to learn all about it. And this tells you a little bit about it. I'm not going to go into the museum. I'm just going to continue on, see what else is down the coastline. This is Butchville Township Park. Butchville is just a small community just north of the town of Lakeport. You've got a nice park and beach here. They have the beach section separated by these heavy steel dividers that go way out into the water. I guess it's to provide privacy for private landowners that have property further down there. Well, they got their boats hanging high out of the water. It's just a regular city park. They got some volleyball nets set up over there. And then the big attraction is the beach, and the sand here is fairly good looking sand. There's some more, I think, private property. They winch their boats up like that. I'm not sure why it needs to be that high, but I don't think the water's rising. And just a little further north is the town of Lexington. And this is the Lexington State Marina. Actually, you call it the harbor. There's a playground over here. And by the way, the RV industry stole the name shore power from the boating industry. That's the Marina building. And here is a bar restaurant. You've got sand volleyball courts here. It's dubbed as a nice little city park. And if you don't want to go fancy for lunch.
Hall served in the committee for many years. His wife rides in his honor.
Then about 6 miles north of the town of Forester is this place called the 4 Mile Scenic Turnout. And what's interesting here is that there's this sidewalk that goes down to the lake, which turns into a tunnel of trees, which goes down to a very nice beach. And there is a creek here that almost makes it out to the lake. So it does here make for a scenic beach. This is Bird Creek Park in the town of Port Austin, which is known as the tip of the thumb of Michigan, because this whole area I've been driving today is known as the thumb of Michigan because of the way the land is shaped on the map, and Port Austin is right on the top tip of it. Looks like nobody's going out very far into the water. I was in it earlier and yeah, it's cold water all right. This is a Saturday afternoon. That's why there's so many people here. I like this boardwalk they have here right in the middle of the beach. The ducks never care how cold the water is. There's the restroom building, got a splash pad, and a playground in the sand. Well, it looks like that's the popular end of the beach, and this end is where you want to go to get a little privacy and even some shade. Nice. If you're into kayaking, that seems to be popular here too. I bet you'd like to have one of these, or even a smaller one. This looks like a nice place to live, especially if you have your own boat. This is Crescent State Park, which is about 10 miles west of the town of Port Austin, where I was yesterday. This is on a Sunday morning, so not many people out yet, but this afternoon I bet there will. This is really some excellent looking sand, and they've got this concrete platform just about 20 feet from the beach that you can go out and lay on. This is a really nice long beach, and I can see way down there off to the right here are some buildings. There's a boat. I can't tell what that is. I'm zoomed in as far as I can. Looks like some kind of resort or harbor, maybe. I'm now in the town of Caseville, which is about 20 miles from the beach that I showed you in the town of Port Austin. And in those 20 miles, I passed by quite a few beaches that were so close to the highway I could see the beach from the highway. Very nice looking parks, and 2 or 3 of them had RV parks right at the beach like this one does. This one is a little on the expensive side, $46 a day, and you can see how crowded they are. You're going to be really close to your neighbors here. But for that, you also get this, so that may make it worthwhile to you to be able to camp so close to the beach. And this is a really large, both long and wide beach with some really fine looking sand along Lake Huron here. They have a beach volleyball game going here right next to this restaurant, so you can watch them play. They have a DJ here. You can eat inside or you can eat right on the beach here. Well, all they have on the menu is hamburgers and hot dogs. And this cost me $17. Well, folks, there's a big island out there. I think this is the best beach that I've seen on this trip. It has the best sand, the most people, and the facilities are very good, including the campground. So I'm going to end my around the thumb video here. Not going to do better than this. Good day, folks.